A retired South Carolina Supreme Court justice is denying Alex Murdaugh's request for a new trial. The ruling comes more than 10 months after his conviction in the 2021 murders of his own wife and son. Thanks for joining us tonight on Queen City News at 10. I'm Brian Blakely.
And I'm Alicia Barnes. Murdaugh requested a new trial after allegations of jury tampering against court official. Now, Queen City News anchor Morgan Francis is here inside the studio with how the judge came to her decision. Morgan.
Alicia, Brian, the allegation were that the Colleton County Clerk of Court, Rebecca Hill, influenced the jury's guilty verdict. She reportedly told jurors to keep an eye on Murdaugh's body language and not to believe his defense attorneys. The judge denied Murdaugh's request for a new trial despite a juror saying Hill did influence her verdict.
I find that the Clerk of Court is not completely credible as a witness. Ms. Hill was attracted by the siren call of celebrity. She wanted to write a book about the trial and expressed that as early as November 2022.
Slamming Colleton County Clerk of Court Rebecca Hill, former state Supreme Court Justice Jean Toll denied Alex Murdaugh's request for a new trial.
I simply do not believe that the authority of our South Carolina Supreme Court requires a new trial.
The high-profile case captured national attention after Maggie and Paul Murdaugh were found shot to death on the family's sprawling Colleton County estate. Murdaugh's attorneys argued Hill tampered with the jury, telling them to watch Murdaugh closely before he testified, adding she wanted a guilty verdict so she could sell more books following the trial.
It didn't matter to me if it was guilty, not guilty, or a mistrial.
Well, in your book, you suggest that the guilty verdict was what you wanted, and you were fearful that that a guilty verdict would not be rendered. You say that a lot about your feeling about wanting a guilty verdict, do you not?
I do agree that that is said in the book, and part of that is because I think it was a guilty verdict.
One juror, known only as Juror Z, said she felt pressured by Hill and other jurors to deliver a guilty verdict.
She made it seem like he was already guilty.
All right, and I understand that, that's the tenor of the remarks she made. Did that affect your finding of guilty in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Justice Toll said that pressure by other jurors was part of the normal give and take of jury deliberations. Toll didn't just question the jurors. She read the entire transcript of the lengthy trial, studied all authorities cited, and independently researched the case law. Nevertheless, she called Hill's comments foolish. Murdaugh's lawyers are planning their appeal of today's ruling. Brian.